Okay, hi guys. Do you guys watch Marvel movies? Yeah, it's so amazing, right? Yeah, actually, I had Marvel movie marathons last week, and I just knew that they have 23 films and like grossing about 17 billion USD.
Oh,
Wow. They also have like high approval ratings, awards, nominations, and I think we all agree that they are one of the most successful movie franchise in history, right?
Yes, even though sometimes the director is inexperienced, but they still making a box office movie. How can it be?
Yeah, related with that, I think I know someone who expert about that. How if we call him?
Yeah,
Sure. Good idea.
Hello, Pak Zafar. Thanks for calling me. Now talking about Marvel's hiring policy. When hiring directors, the Marvel looks for some kind of inexperienced director, but not in the movie business, but inexperienced in the superhero movies. This thing makes Marvel can have a few new color or new feel in their movies, which only owned by Marvel itself, because there's the strategy is not applied or not being applied yet on their competitor. Some companies also taking this advantage by combining these two policy. They combining technological inexperience with entrepreneurial mindset, so they can achieve a higher target which is set up by the top of the company. If you ask me, is it good or not? I will say that's a good move for Marvel, because as you can see, the movies and the top level superheroes movies, Marvel is also able to give the different touch to the superhero film that they produce. Also, when inexperienced director being employed by Marvel, they will feel challenged to give their best work, which directly has a positive impact on the movies that being produced. That's it from me. See you, Pak Jafar. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I think Marvel often bring a fresh idea to the table, right?
Yeah, but I think there's always something similar in all of the movies. For example, there's always Stanley cameo, and then there's always Kevin Feige in all of the movies.
Speak of the devil. I just watched an interesting YouTube channel from ITV Studio. Shall we watch it?
Yeah,
Sure.
My name is Mikhael. I'm from Blemba 24. Okay, right now I'm exactly at the Marvel store. Okay, you can see here there is Hulk, there is Thor, there is Black Widow, there is Captain America. Many actors you can see in this Marvel store. Okay, now I want to discuss about leverage a stable form. You know, Marvel is very good connectivity between one film to another film. For example, Hulk can have a link in a Thor, and Thor have a link also in a Captain America. So many links are there. Why? Because there's a connectivity between one talent and connectivity between one film to another film. Okay, so what we discussed that to balance the new talent, voices, and ideas it can bring into a new movie, Marvel hold onto a small percentage of people from one to the next. So what can we see? This industry, this company have a big, very good strategy. So there's a connection between one people to another people and one film to another film. Okay, that's all from my explanation. Thank you.
That was nice insight related with Marvel Stable. But again, is it production only is enough, right?
That's interesting.
What up, human?
Hey!
Sorry I'm late. Oh, what's with the happy and serious faces? Any interesting going on?
Yes, we are discussing about Marvel's success story, but we're still wondering how they're able to manage their market consistently.
Interesting questions. Let me sip this ICB first. Amazing. So basically,
Marvel, they do things differently. They keep challenging their winning formula. For example, like from Iron Man, and then goes to the Guardian of the Galaxy. It's totally different. It's from superhero. It's like you're kidnapped and then you're trying to go out, and then Guardians of the Galaxy is basically a space opera, and then you have an Ant-Man. It's a heist, basically a heist. So it's very unique. They have a very unique plot every time they make the movie, and it's different with DC. DC, on the other hand, use same, like even their director is Zack Snyder. He is very good with 300, but he used the same formula for DC movies, but doesn't work. And then he kept repeating and repeating again and again. And it's basically they use the same core values, core team, but they do it the wrong way. Another thing is Marvel, they actually create how to make the customer curiosity. For example, giving Easter eggs, and then they're actually replying to people, the fans, on Twitter, for example. And by Easter eggs, people will be looking, is there something different with the scene? And then the most important part is, whenever we see Marvel movie, we get the post-credit scene. So it's not only a fan service, but also it makes people curious what's the next thing Marvel gonna make. So basically, that's why Marvel is very different and very good.
That's good argument, Alex.
Yeah.
By the way, we are here from different industry, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, guys? Could Marvel's strategy implement in our industry? How about that?
Okay, Hendri, that's basically a good question. If we are talking about the FMCG industry, basically we can divide it into two, right? Go-to-market point of view and also manufacturing point of view.
Yeah.
And in terms of talent perspective, so many different people, different backgrounds, such as consulting firm, also joining the industry. And I think it brings different flavors and insights into the company, and that's where the Marvel #1 strategies can fit in, which is selecting the experience in experience.
Yeah.
But I think from the manufacturing point of view, it's a bit tricky, right?
Yes. For the manufacturing process, a stable core is the key.
Yeah.
Innovation is necessarily important, but the main core is not changed. Example, we do efficiency up or cost down activity.
Yeah.
Might be the material or the process
Yeah.
is changed, but the main core and application is not changed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because FMCG industry is basically all about the basic needs, right?
Yeah.
The core elements still need to be there. That's where we have to, kind of having the trajectory about how far we can go, but not being without so new, something like that. And I think that's where we have to look at the leveraging of the innovation, keep challenging the formula, because new product development launch, I think contributing like 1 until 2% of the company's growth.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we have to keep innovating, right?
Yeah. For the creative industry like Marvel, the formula can be implemented. And how we make the customer or viewers more exciting for waiting for the next.
Yeah.
But for the manufacturing, it's more rigid because it is more sensitive with the capex, and then they need to times for the research and development, and also the product life cycle takes time.
Yeah. So basically for the FMCG industry, we can conclude that we still need the core as a stable one, but it's a bit challenging for the cultivating the customer curiosity, right? How about your industry, Anger?
Thanks, Wiwi. In my industry, technology industry, let's talk about the leader. The leader should come from the technology background and expertise. Let's see the top technology company, Microsoft, Apple, IBM, Google, all of the leaders are changing, but they are always coming from the technology industry. And if you see the last time Apple hired non-technology industry CEO, it was John Sculley from Pepsi. He was not able to develop Apple to be an innovative company. And let's talk about the stable core. technology is always changing. That's why I don't think we really need a stable core. As long as the team can be creative and we can maintain those team, it's not really a stable core, but it's good for technology industry.
Yes, I agree, Andar. Actually, in the terms of continually challenging the formula, it is important for technology industry. For example, like Amazon, when it started as an online marketplace for books, and now they are ended with selling jewelry, toys, software, and etc. And in the terms of cultivating customer curiosity, technology industry nowadays make or give 30 days trials of their softwares to get customers feedback, also increase their curiosity, or also they give for example adding new feature, but when they want the new feature to be able to be used, they need to pay some amount of money so they can enjoy the new feature. And then, how about in banking industry? We are curious in banking industry, Hendri. What do you think?
Well, I think in banking industry, the company should be led by people with experience in banking industry.
Yeah.
That cannot be from other industry, right?
Why you can say that who led the banking industry cannot from the other industry?
Yes, because it is regulated by central bank through other through some step like fit and proper test,
Something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. But I think based on my experience, it can be implemented, but in middle management. For example, in my company, in software development division, is led by person who experience in other industry.
Oh, okay. I think I agree with your statement.
Yeah.
So the top level management as a stable core, it should be led by people from banking industry, banking experience, and the middle management can be led by other industry outside the banking industry, right?
Oh, okay.
What do you think about challenging the formula?
I think banking must keep innovate the formula to fulfill the dynamic customer needs, because in other side, banking industry are already disrupted by fintech. You know it?
Yes, fintech.
Do we need to make the market curious?
Oh, I don't think we need to do that, because since the banking industry is a highly regulated industry, we should inform our product or anything to the customer as clear as possible.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't heard from energy industry.
Yeah.
What do you think, guys, about your industry?
Okay, thank you, Mas Hendri. And I think that Marvel strategy can be implemented in energy industry, because it will be difficult to make a strategic decision. And I think in top 50 industry CEO, there is very rare if the CEO has no experience in energy sector, right?
Yeah, and I agree with you. In energy sector, we rarely take CEO from someone from different background, and even our middle management, they usually for the technical part they still bring everyone from the energy background. Usually they put someone from different background is for the supporting function, for like example finance, logistic, procurement. Those functions usually they can bring someone with fresh idea. But for the technical, usually the company have develop their own competence. They take fresh graduate and they develop themselves, and sometimes they take someone from different company and also still from the same background. Related with the product itself, I agree, in our industry is very conservative. We cannot create a new product every few months. Our customer wants stable, and they cannot invest like in every month because we are selling new product. They want a high quality and consistent product.
Yeah, in energy industry we are rarely change the product, right?
Yeah.
Because it is related to the cost of the capital, and then the research development process is take a long time.
Yep.
And then instead of the curiosity of the customer, the energy industry is like push the technology, bring the technology to the market, and bring the customer a better understanding about the technology, about the energy, for example, for better environmental friendly. That's all.
I agree with you. Okay guys, this discussion is very interesting and I think it could take weeks for us if we want to get an agreement. And we can all agree to disagree that Marvel strategy is not one solution that fits all industry. Instead, we need to take it and adapt with our industry needs. And I have a good idea. How about we watch Marvel movie in my place tonight?
Wow. Nice. Pizza's on me.
Let's go.